Hello everybody. It is Friday, the 14th of June. I want to talk about the love of the Creator and this consciousness that is the Creator that everybody's looking for outside of themselves. And it is in fact inside of you. I've been speaking to my friend for a long time, talking about the Creator, and in a way I was wrong saying it like that. Talking about the Creator and then talking about the uncreated field. What I'm talking about as the field of all possibilities was others call the quantum field, the matrix that we're in, the underlying truth. So I was talking about that field and I said it is pure information. That is all it is. We are in a field of information. And when something comes into being, that means something that was in the field, was contained in the field, becomes known. And then it becomes a created part. It becomes a part of that which is known. It becomes part of creation. So, that's what I said, and I said that is what the Creator is. In that form. He is just information, just a field of information. And my friend said that I have forgotten that Creator is love. No, I hadn't forgotten that. I just had forgotten that Creator does exist in two different forms, as the uncreated field and as consciousness. See, everybody is looking for the one consciousness that is the Creator. But consciousness is in the created being. Consciousness is what is created out of the field itself. You are the consciousness of the Creator. You are the love of the Creator. You are that which expresses the love of the Creator, the knowledge of the Creator. What the Creator is, it is expressed through you. And it's only in the being that it can be known. There is nothing out there through which you know the consciousness or the love of the Creator. In the uncreated field of knowledge, it does not exist. Only in the expression. See, we're waiting for something to come from somewhere else. We're looking for it somewhere else. And it is in us. The old teachings will tell you that when you do away with self, and you go into the light, so to speak, and into the uncreated field, you burn up. Consciousness dies. It returns into the field of information, but not as I am. It can't. The I am is that which dies, which means consciousness dies. Love dies in that field. And then don't throw at me near-death experiences and how wonderful it is in heaven. Fine. I have my thoughts on that, why that should be, but not going there today. It is an effect. And every effect has got a cause, Hermetic principle. So there's a reason why you feel like that, why people bring back that experience. But the point is that they are not in all. They are still a created part. They have not lost. They may have lost the form, the solid form of the solid body, but not their spiritual form. They are still individuals experiencing an individual, specific surrounding. So in that they are no different from us, only that they're not in the body. That's the only difference. They're still in a world, experiencing themselves in a world. So no, that is not the love of the Creator. They have not become all. Now, so there we are. It is because of the teaching of the Bible. I'm sorry, but it has created a completely wrong idea of who we are, what we're in. Because in the Bible, Jesus is looking to someone else. Definitely is. There is another consciousness there. Again, that consciousness is not Creator. It is just another part. That is a being. Elohim, they are beings, like human. Yeah, so we're worshipping another being, not the Creator, in the Bible. But that is what we've been taught. It is somewhere else, and their world is somewhere else. Yeah, although it is coming here, and it's been full on destructive at the moment. But here we are. There is the separation, because you're talking about another being. And then yes, you are going somewhere else, obviously, or it's coming here, as I said. It is also the perception that when Jesus said, "For myself I do nothing," yeah, I do not think for myself, I am within the will of that other world. So he said, "For myself I do nothing, I deny myself." And then he says, "Those that would follow me do the same." That was a choice. Yeah, that was a choice that he made. And he created his own spirit in a way that it would fit in over there, in a different world. Now, for some reason, this, "I am doing this out of my own free will," has become, "I must do it." That was never what the story said. And for some reason, "For myself I do nothing," which was a choice, has become, "For myself I can do nothing." Like that is who you are. You can do nothing. Again, that is not who he was, because he could do plenty. Yeah. He just chose not, to be ruled over by another will. That was a choice. It is not what humanity is. It's not who you are. He made himself into that out of his own free will. Yeah? But for some reason it has become, well, that is who we are and that is what we must do. That was never what he taught. Anyway, so let's go back to the, but I mean, here's the perception. It is something outside of ourselves. It is something so much greater than ourselves. It is something that we must become to serve the other. And now those that talk about Creator, again, talk about a consciousness that is somewhere else. That is somehow pulling all the strings here. There's another puppet master that's just greater than the one in the Bible. And we're creating another God. And that is, we are creating another being. And the Creator is not a being. It is all beings. It is all there is. All there is, was, and ever will be. All. Not one specific thing. All does not contain a definition. The word all does not contain a definition. It's completely undefined. That is what Creator is, because He's all. We are part of the knowledge of who He is. We are part of His consciousness. It is within you. It is all around you. Everything is consciousness. That is Creator. In His created part, in His known part. And love. Love is what is known in the created part, and that includes near-death experiences, because they're still in the created part. And if you want to know the love of the Creator, you need to know it inside of yourself. You need to be the expression of that. Now, where we're at right now, and even looking at the Bible, yeah? We have knowledge. You know, there's trees of knowledge in the garden. There's trees of knowledge here. We have knowledge up here, scientific knowledge, that sort of knowledge. I mean, okay, most of us don't have the in-depth knowledge of, like, we're a professor of physics or something like that, yeah? We are more jacks of all trades and masters of none. But the fact is that what knowledge we have, which is contained in everyone, what one lacks, we make up through cooperation, by giving to each other. That then creates the whole of the knowledge, through cooperation. We have eaten of the tree of knowledge of good and bad. We know good and bad. That is our other knowledge. That is our emotional knowledge that tells us whether something is good or bad. Yeah? And that is including your emotions like fear, that tells you there's danger. And then you should know that danger is not a good thing. Yeah? You should not go toward it and hope that somehow this energy of fear will turn into strength. I don't think that was the point. It will do that, hopefully. But the idea is that you walk away, I think. You have knowledge of injustice. Did you express it through anger? Yeah? So we have that knowledge as well. We have the knowledge of good and bad. Now the only thing left is, lest he stretches out his hand and eats of the tree of life and lives forever. That's the bit we haven't done. Yeah? Lest man stretches out his hand. Again, that hand is not a physical hand. But it is what Jesus taught you, because it is a thought. It is the thought and knowledge inside of the heart, something that should be a solid part of your reality. As solid as everything else. Well, not obviously physically solid, but, solid in knowing. The hand that stretches out to eat of the tree of life is what Jesus taught you, and that is know the Creator gives. That is to say, the uncreated part gives to the created part freely and without judgment. And He gives to all. The birds in the sky, the lilies in the field, He will give to you. He will give to us if we stretch out our hand and we ask. Of course, that is then full-on spirituality. That is stretching out with the spiritual body. And again, you're taught not to do that, because you are a sinful nothing. You can't. That is the only thing that is blocking you. It's that thought, I can't. That is what we need to overcome. This image of ourselves that has been created and that we have bought into, came into agreement with. We are sinful nothings. We need to sit here and wait for Jesus to save us. I just heard somebody say, why do Christians get so upset, when you say you do not follow Jesus? And then they get deeply upset. While she was talking about violent language, yeah, that can happen. That is because that is who they have become. I am the part that can do nothing. I am the part that needs to be saved. My whole existence depends on being saved by Jesus, because that is who I am. I cannot do anything for myself. As I said, Jesus never taught that. That was a choice. But they've become not. And then if you say, I do not follow Jesus, I do not want him to come, then that becomes deeply personal to them. That is why they get so upset. It's personal. But here, there is this hand, the thought, that will connect the uncreated with the created. The created will receive of the uncreated. You need to find out how exactly that is. I have some thoughts on that. I don't have time to test drive any of this because I'm still in this mess. I really wish I could get out of it, although I see myself, I see the reflection of these thoughts more and more, and I'm really encouraged by that. So get out of the thought that the Creator is a consciousness that exists somewhere else. That is God. That is the God that you believed on, and that was another being. The Creator is not another being. It is you. He is in every being. He is not just one thing. He has got not just one desire. He's got every desire. He has got all the knowledge. You are experiencing a part of that. And if you want to know the love of the Creator, then that love has to be inside of you. You have to be that love in order to experience it. It's not something that will come from somewhere else. And if something comes from somewhere else and says, I am the one, know that he is a liar. Because that is not how creation works. There is not just one omnipresent, that in the field, yes, it's omnipresent, it's omnipotent. But if a created form comes to you and says, I'm all here, piss off. You're a liar. The New Testament is a deception. And these days, if we look at the secret societies, I mean, Fabian Society very notably, but I think it's also in the Freemasons and in others, where deception is actually an accepted part of what they are doing. And we are up in arms because we want the truth. We want to be truthful. Yeah? Well, for them, deception is an accepted part because they've learned from the best. It was Jesus who showed them that way. Listen, those that bring oppression to this world, those that build the structures of oppression, those that deceive, those that use the knowledge in order to have dominion over this world, they are the followers of Jesus. But as I said, that is only one part of there were two ways in the New Testament, and the other one will lead you to the knowledge of self, to the love of the Creator, to being connected with everything else around you, to loving your neighbor as yourself. As I said, knowledge of the Creator is knowledge of self. The love of the Creator is within you. You are the consciousness. Without you or without created part, Creator has got no consciousness. Without the created part, Creator has got no love. All of those attributes exist in the created, not in the uncreated field. You want the love of the Creator, you want the knowledge of the Creator, you have to be that. You want to know more than yourself, you have to connect to others. We are giving of the knowledge to each other. Create a web. where each part gives of its knowledge freely. And then again, we are the image of the Creator in the created part. Anyway, here I leave it this for today. I think this video is not going to be very good because it's not recording right. But I had the same problem yesterday, and I don't think I can do anything about this at the moment. So sorry. Just listen to the words. I think they're coming out clearly, even if the picture is not. Anyway, I leave it at that for today, and I talk to you again soon. Bye.